I'm sitting cross-legged on my parents' living room floor, wrapping paper torn around me, watching my sister twirl a set of BMW keys, while our parents beam with pride. In my own lap sits a plastic piggy bank shaped like a cartoon character, price tag still on it, $1.99. It's the start of your future home fund, my father says. Like that settles something. My name is Iris. I'm a structural engineer. That morning, I'd brought carefully chosen gifts I'd saved for months to buy. A leather briefcase, a silver bracelet, a camera lens, and I'd driven down from Seattle rehearsing how I'd finally tell my family about my promotion to senior structural engineer, the one I'd earned through years of extra nights and weekends. Before I go further, tell me where you're watching this from in the comments, because what I found in that piggy bank and what I did with it 7 months later isn't something I saw coming either. 2 crumpled dollar bills fell out when I opened it. My sister Chelsea patted my knee. "Don't worry, sis. I'll drive you around. Your little Toyota must be on its last legs." That Toyota had carried me through college. Every promotion, 7 years and 200,000 miles, paid off with my own money. I excused myself to the bathroom and stood there, unable to breathe. 34 years of exactly this moment, finally crystallizing into one clear pattern. That night, at 2:17 a.m., I packed only what mattered. My grandmother's stuffed bear, my college photo album, my first professional blueprint, left the expensive gifts behind, and set my house key on the kitchen counter. I drove out of Portland into a snowstorm on Christmas morning with nowhere particular to go. By dawn, memories kept surfacing on their own. Chelsea's 5th birthday, a professional princess party, pony rides, 30 kids. Mine the next year, a grocery store cake and 2 friends. "Your sister needs the social stimulation," my father had explained. "You're more independent." Independent? Their code, I finally understood, for "you don't need us." My valedictorian speech with empty family seats because Chelsea had a soccer game. College years working 25 hours a week while Chelsea explored Europe on our parents' money because she needs to find herself, while I already know exactly who I am. My phone rang. Not my family, my college roommate Monica. "Family doesn't treat family like this," she said when I told her everything. "Come to San Francisco, stay with me." For the first time in my life, someone was offering to help me instead of the other way around. I said yes. By week 3 in San Francisco, my father's voicemails had turned into threats. "If you don't return this car immediately, I'll report it stolen." My own car, my own name on the title. My mother's messages blamed her blood pressure on my selfishness. I deleted them without replying. I requested a transfer to my company's San Francisco office on my own merit, no family connections, and got approved within 3 hours. Monica found me an apartment. She also handed me a therapist's card. "You've been carrying something heavy for a long time," she said. "It might help to put it down somewhere safe." In therapy, I finally said the word out loud for the first time. Favoritism. Like I was worth exactly $2, I told my therapist. 4 weeks after Christmas, my parents finally got me on a video call. "Where have you been?" my father demanded. I told them plainly, I needed space from feeling invisible, from being valued less than Chelsea, from trying to earn love that should have been given freely. My mother cried on cue. I told her calmly, "I'm not responsible for your feelings anymore. I'm responsible for mine." My father slammed his hand on the table and hung up. Rumors started reaching me through old coworkers that I'd had a breakdown, joined a cult. Chelsea posted vague, filtered captions about praying for those struggling. When she showed up unannounced at my new office, Monica told the receptionist I'd remain in meetings indefinitely for uninvited visitors. 6 months in, my apartment had transformed. Pottery lining the windowsills, a real bed, a promotion to senior project manager. On my shelf sat the same piggy bank, now filled deliberately with $2 bills, one for every week of freedom, not punishment, a reminder. Then my cousin Vanessa's wedding invitation arrived. I decided to go. on my own terms, booking my own hotel room instead of staying with family. My relatives had clearly been coordinating behind the scenes, calling about family sticking together. I told my therapist I was terrified, but ready. At the rehearsal dinner, conversation stopped when I walked in. I wasn't the woman who'd fled at Christmas anymore. Chelsea approached first. No designer watch, hair grown out, smile strained instead of entitled. I had to trade in the BMW, she admitted. Got a Honda. Through the evening, relatives quietly confirmed what I'd always suspected. My father had lost his job, they were selling the house. Everyone had noticed how differently I'd been treated for years. My father cornered me at cocktail hour. Family sticks together, Iris, no matter what. I looked at him steadily. Does it? Or do some family members stick together while others get pushed aside? $2 in a piggy bank. That was your definition of support. He walked away without answering. The next morning, 30 minutes before the ceremony, my parents staged a formal family emergency meeting in the library. Dad's job loss, Mom's depression, the house sale, all wrapped in guilt, framed as consequences of me leaving. I sat down calmly and pulled out a photo album I'd spent months compiling, side-by-side birthday parties, Christmas mornings, and finally the bank statements. My $67,000 in student loans against Chelsea's fully funded education and year in Europe. We always knew you'd be fine, my father finally admitted, defensiveness cracking. Being capable doesn't mean I deserved less love, I told him. I placed the piggy bank on the table between us and emptied it, dozens of $2 bills spilling out. This isn't about money. It's about what you thought I was worth. I told them plainly, I wanted change, not apologies. Family therapy and real respect for my boundaries, or nothing. My mother, surprising all of us, said, "We'll do it, whatever it takes." I left the piggy bank and its contents behind on the table. That's yours to keep, I said, a reminder of what happens when you value one child over another. 1 year later, on Christmas, my San Francisco apartment is full of people who actually chose to be there. Real friends, a partner named Eli who understands deadlines and sustainability the way I do, pottery I made with my own hands lining the shelves. Chelsea calls monthly now, working 2 jobs, living smaller, sounding softer than she ever did. My father is 90 days sober. My mother mailed me my childhood dollhouse with the deed transfer paperwork, officially making it mine for the first time. Worth was never something I had to earn by being useful. It was something I finally claimed by deciding exactly what I would no longer accept. If your family ever made you feel like you were worth less than someone else at that table, tell me in the comments. What would it take for you to finally walk out?